Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. You are tuned into the proven truth. You are tuned into the proven truth with your brother and host, Anthony Brown, coming to you live from the studios of Radio Gumbo Creole here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a God given day, my brothers and sisters. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the skies are blue, and the girls are fine too. That's just between me, okay? My brothers and sisters, look, as always, we give our God the thanks and the glory. We give our God the thanks and the glory for granting us the privilege of being here with you today and to be having this dialogue, to the privilege for us to perform this show. We thank our God. We give our God the thanks and the glory. Our God, who is our God, the God who create heaven and earth, the birds in the skies, the fish of the sea, the wild animals out there in the jungle. That's our God. Okay, and we give our God the thanks, the glory, and the honor for allowing us this day to be here with our brothers and sisters all over the diaspora and all here, all throughout America as well. My brothers and sisters, my family, as you all know, to participate, to let your voice be heard is welcome, and you can do that. There is no sanction on this show. We will not sanction anyone from voicing their opinions. We will not edit. We will not scan. We will not disturb you from allowing your voice to be heard. And you can do that several ways. One of the ways in which you can do that, you can pick up the phone and you can call us 504 303 8922. You can participate in the show. You can also listen to us by dialing 712 432 7883. You can listen to us from your device of choice. You can also listen to us via the web. You can also listen to us via the World Wide Web at www.radiogombocreole.net. That's RadioGombocReol. RadioGombocreole.net. We live stream this on every show, family. We live stream this on every show. You can check us out on the Facebook. Live on the Facebook. You can participate on the Facebook. You can leave a comment. You can appear on the show as a live guest on the Facebook as well. My screen is showing extremely dark, man. Must I think I need to fix these lights in the studio. I know the street. Well, yeah, it's kind of dark. It's really dark. I need to fix these lights. Anyway, what was I saying? You can participate on the Facebook by going to Anthony Brown. That's ANTHONYBROWN for Assessor 2017. Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. You can also check us out live. We live stream this broadcast on the YouTube. You can check us out on the YouTube by going to The Proven Truth, TheProvenTruth, The Proven Truth, where you can also be an active participant. You can leave a comment. You can subscribe to while you're there. You can leave a comment. You can ask a question. You can come on as a live guest. You know, look, maybe you guys know about social media platform way, way more than your brother do. You see what I'm saying? We are utilizing this platform to our benefit because as you all know, our story, or the side of our story, or our version of the truth, our things that affect us, the local media don't promulgate those stuff. Okay, and when they do it in light of, not in good light that shine good light on us, but more so in a negative way. And when they do, look, for all of you who is on this Donald Trump bandwagon, so be like the guy or not. There is certain things that the president said, which is factual. One of them is the fake news. In our part of the world, it's the lack of any significant media source when it comes on to our issue, grassroots issue, or issue that's related to political corruption. Once we, the people, point out the cronyism, the corruption that's going on now, when they report on it, it's all good and beautiful, and we love that. Because if it wasn't for them, to be honest with you, exposing what we was talking about from 1900 long, right? When we talk about corrupted politicians from all branch of government, right? It is so corrupt that even though the local media really don't want to expound on it, they have to. They have to, because it's so corrupted. The Guardian cup is overflowing to the point that even the sponge or the ground that the cup is on is saturated. You see what I'm saying? So they must. It's like the corruption is just in the face right now. They cannot ignore it as much as they want to ignore it. So when Anthony Brown or other people out there, I won't call the name, talk about the cronyism and the corruption, they have it to seem like, look, we don't have a clue what we're talking about. Are we just talking because we are anti-government, anti-politician? And we say, no, that's wrong. That's not true. We know our true authority and position as the electorate. We are the one who established this entity we call government. We are the one who put these people who we thought at the time was credible people into public office, now to find out that they are criminals collecting a salary from we the people. Okay? We look, when the local media expose them, and that in and of itself give us more fuel for our fire. Because when the local media, these professionals, journalists, these investigative journalists, we're going to, went to the institution of higher in that word, look, hang on this, look. When they call judges criminal, or when they do report and show that these people call themselves judges are committing atrocity, man, feces in the office, robbing people in the office, apparently when they say it's different, or it have more meaning than when anybody else say. Look, we're knocking them. The fact is, it has been exposed. When John Bell Edwards and his crony friends in Baton Rouge do what they're doing, and we talk about it, look, it's like, oh. Because apparently we're in a professional journey. My brothers and sisters, check this out, man. Let me tell you something, man. We are having fun doing what we're doing. We are extremely having fun doing what we're doing because we recognize what time of day it is. Believe that. Believe that. Listen to this. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. This is, look, family, this is where we get our ammunition from. We can't run into ammunition We can. As long as this territory that we live in is the United States of America, we can't run out of ammunition. We have it. What's our ammunition? The Constitution. This document right here. This. That's why we can call them corrupt. That's why we can call them criminal. And that's why when we use the term honorable in front of their name, we do it in a sarcasm way. You know, we do it not to represent somebody with high moral attributes. No. No, because we know they ain't have any high attributes, no moral standing. They're criminals. So when we call them honorable, more ammunition for them. More ammunition. Listen, all governments of right originate with the people, is founded on, hold up, stick a pin, family, stick a pin. Your brother have to make certain that, okay, I think we're on track. Okay. We, all government of rights originate with the people, is founded on their will alone. Tell that to Errol G. Williams. Tell it to Errol G. Williams. Somebody call him and tell him that the origin of government is founded on the will of the people. But tell that to can somebody please call the assessor's office, City Hall in the 4th building, 4th floor, and tell Mr. Errol G. Williams to listen to this or to read this? Can somebody look, family? Look, your brother is asking you. I'm asking somebody, please. Look, this is ammunition in my gun, in my arsenal, right? This in my ammo bunker. This is this is one of my ammunition, and I'm asking somebody out there, please, out there in the radio land, please. Can you please call Mr. Errol G. Williams, that criminal imposter that sits on the 4th floor of the city council building, and tell him to either listen to this or tell him, I'm going to read it again and then you can quote it to him for me. Listen. All government of right originate with who? We the people, not with them. So how the hell they going to tell us what they choose or what they want to? Can somebody please tell Errol G. Williams this? Originate with the people, is founded on their will alone. There in this sentence means we the people, is founded on the people's will alone, not government. Government, family, are our employees. What is so hard to comprehend about that? So your employee is going to turn around and say to you, look, boss, I want you to come to work 8 o'clock in the morning, and I want you to. How the hell did your employee have that authority or get that authority? Did your employee come to you and ask you to hire for a job? Or did your employee come to you and give you a job as the boss? Hell no. That would be like the goddamn, what you call it, tail waggling the dog or something. Man, this is crazy, man. Check this out. Let's read some more. Is founded on their will alone and is instituted to protect the rights of the individual. The rights of the who? Did this document say anything at all about the rights of the collective, about the rights of the whole? Did it? What is the purpose and intent of government? What? To protect the rights of the individual. So when I, your brother, Anthony Brown, go to that criminal imposter Errol G. Williams and said, look, Mr. Williams, you are sending me a bill every month or every year, calling it a avalarum tax bill, right? And that's wrong. I did some research. A matter of fact, how the hell did you get the authority to send me a bill? When did we enter into any contract? When did I borrow any money from you? When did my piece of property become engaged in the commercial in any commercial activity? When? Then no, this criminal boss will, oh well, Mr. Good, everybody else. Can somebody please call Errol? Look, man, look, family. Or the phone here ringing it, man. I ain't get no text yet, man. So look, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, nobody ain't working with me. Nobody ain't feeling me. When that criminal imposter tell me that everybody else is paying this and everybody has been paying it for a while, I don't give a damn. Why should I give? Look, so because everybody go on the highest building and go and what you call it, the Superdome, and jump off, I supposed to jump off too? I'm not a goddamn fool. You crazy? Who want jump off can jump off. I'm not jumping off. I'm climbing down. Look, family, this is look. This is my ammunition. Somebody please tell that bastard this on me, please. Protect the rights of the individual. Protect my right. So I tell this criminal bastard what my right is. I don't want you to tell me about everybody else. Why care about everybody else? Why care about everybody else? Everybody else can do what they want to do. I am telling you that what you are doing to me and mine and my property is wrong. It's right here. Can't you read? Reading is what? Fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Let's give him some more information. Look, family, I'm really dissecting this document. Normally I would just read it, but I guess just to make the point, we're gonna continue the way we're doing it right now. This right here is the origin and purpose of government. Understand the basic concept. Understand the foundation on which we are fighting for. Understand what we are saying. You don't need no PhD, no bachelor's degree, no 4-year college degree, no masters. And for all of you who have all of them credentials, more power to you. We ain't knocking you from going to your institution of higher indoctrination. What we are saying is common sense and critical thinking. And if you cannot roll with that, if you cannot comprehend that, you're going to blame us. You're going to blame us because you cannot comprehend basic written words on paper. Don't blame us because you went to your institution of higher indoctrination and you can only think within inside the box. That's not our fault. We have been trying to show you for some time now the purpose and origin of government. Now, if you want me, look, you can imagine. Well, maybe I shouldn't even use this example because, man, it shocked me to the core. Over 20 years ago, I recognized that, look, family, we're family now. We're family, okay? We are family. So, as your brother, I'm going to share something with you, Don't tell, look, this is just between me and you guys, right? Between me and you, because we're family. So, where your brother grew up, where I grew up, in the time and the era and the place where I grew up as a kid, if you have a group of adults, check this out. If there was a group of adults sit down talking, it doesn't matter where they are. Could be on the veranda, could be in the backyard, could be out on the street, could be in the church, could be in the school, in the bar. It doesn't matter where. if there's a group of kids, I mean a group of adults, standing up and talking, right, about adult stuff, about anything, I or any no kids could actually come and be just start to engage in a conversation without one of the adults call them or something like, we couldn't just jump in the conversation. And if it was your mom or your dad in that conversation, and you want to talk to your mom or your dad, from 10 to 20 feet out, you'd have said, excuse me, mommy, excuse me, daddy, mommy. So they can see you. So whatever they are talking now, they can tamper themselves, because adults talk adult stuff. You can't blame adults from talking adult stuff. You see? So you have to know, once they recognize you, then you can come closer and you can speak. Right? You can speak and you can tell them, honey, you take a little monkey ass and you leave. Right? Here in America, we come and recognize that it touched the core of the thinking process. You have kids calling mommy bitches and daddies niggas and just totally disrespect. I'm like, what? That's how you talk to your parents? You call your parents bitch and niggas? Your mom and dad say, look, go to the room, and you say no? Look, I couldn't believe and I couldn't grasp the concept. And that's why I'm saying maybe this is the wrong example I'm using, but I still have to use it. Because check this out. Here we have family, my ammunition. Here we have elected officials, politicians, people who we put to office. For this scenario, let's refer to them as our kids. Okay? And they're going to come and tell us, look, daddy, if you don't take your ass, you crazy? How the hell can you have your kids talk to you that way? How the hell can you have your politicians talk to you that way and tell you what they're going to do? They're not asking you. They're telling you. Let me tell you something, man. Family, again, we're family, so I'm sharing some stuff with you because we're family, And as family, we don't hide anything from each other. I got 2 goddamn sons. Yeah, I did my thing. And God give me God give me 2 sons, bless me with 2 sons. You feel me? And hold on. Hold up, family. Look. There is no way and hell. I tell my sons, I say, look, I'm a nice guy, despite what you want to think or believe. One of my sons is 15. My oldest son is 15. And I tell him, I say, look, despite what you want to think about me, I'm a nice guy compared to my daddy. My daddy was one of the most ignorant, dark son ever, mama you ever know. My daddy didn't look. My daddy was the type of person, my brothers and sisters, family, I'm speaking to my family right now. My daddy was the type of person, him only speak or say something one time. That's it. My daddy said, look, when I come back, I want to see the yard sweep. Let me tell you something, family. Look, we sweep that yard 10 times over because we don't want to sweep that yard. And when we sweep that yard and leave after the tree fall, after we sweep it, and my daddy come see that crap. I'm telling you, my daddy was that. Come here. Didn't I tell you to sweep the yard before I leave? Yes, daddy, I did. You did. So, oh, you sweep the yard and there's leaf on the floor. But daddy trick, but boy, look, let me tell us, family, that was my daddy. My dad, look, you know what my daddy alone. I'm just trying to tell her how we as a kid back in the 80s, late 70s was raised. Back in the Caribbean. That's how we was raised. You know? Look, we know look, I don't want to hear about the modern technology or time. We don't want to hear that crap. Because respect and common decency supposed to stay constant through time. You would think that respect and common decency would remain. Yes, if let's say we change modern, let's say we stop using horse and buggy and we go to automobile, you would expect that. Let's say we stop taking the banana boat. Look, don't talk about the banana boat. All right. But let's say we stop taking the banana boat and we start to take jet plane. But common decency and respect is supposed to change. Getting back to these criminals. So you as the parent have that authority, have that level of command, right? What is the same principle when it comes on to politicians, my brothers and sisters, when it comes on to elected officials? There's no difference. There is no difference. They come to you. They look, call them president, call them governor, call them city council member, call them sheriff, call them whoever elect, district attorney, whatever, call them judges. It doesn't matter. These people, let me say it slowly. No elected official is special. Not one. They ain't special people. And for those of you who run behind these so-called politicians because you want to be around people of influence and people with authority, my heart goes out for you because you're ignorant. They ain't special. They ain't special, man. No goddamn politician, more so in the territory of Louisiana. More so in the territory of Louisiana. So when you running behind these politicians, you know you're running behind goddamn criminals. You know what I mean? They ain't special. Here's the ammunition right here. Protect the rights of the individual and for the good of the whole. Its only legitimate ends are to secure justice for all, preserve the peace, protect the rights, promote the happiness. How much are you out there happy right now? How much are you Louisianians or New Orleans? Or for, look, my brothers and sisters all over North America, how much are you within your own territory is happy based on the activity or the work of the representative of the elected representative in wherever territory you live? Tell me. In Article 1, Section 1 of the Louisiana Constitution, that's what it said right here. Its only legitimate ends are to secure justice for all. Justice. Tell that to Bernadette Johnson. Tell that to Paula Brown. Tell that to Kane Reeves. Tell that to what is his name? And the New Orleans Fourth Circuit Court of Appeal, the chief judge. What a clown name? The third, Mackay the third. Tell that to that criminal imposter there in Division N, Civil District Court. What's her name? Etlin Sims Julian. Go tell her that. Justice. Go tell this to them other man, look. This is our ammunition. This is it. Secure justice for all. Preserve the people. Look. For all of those criminal bastards I talk about talk about me, whatever they want to say about me, or the people who surround themselves about me, I would refer them to Section 1, Article 1 of the Constitution. Because it is saying that based on their action, right, preserving the peace is a requirement. Now, because they are not doing what we put them in office to do, right, that's the reason why what they call a fight back or a pushback is happening. I tell everybody, look, when I came into this world, right, it was me alone. I'm not a twin, not a triplet, no, it was me alone. My mother pushed into this world, and yeah, she pushed. It was look, I was not a C-section, what you call it, whatever. No, my mom pushed. The doctor said push, and she was young too. She pushed and she pushed me out. I came here by myself. Into this world. And God said, look, my God said, go and make a life yourself. Yeah, I came inside it by myself. So, when they talk about, when they try to group, when they try to put me into a group, into a collective group, or when they try to tell me, you should think like how these people over here thinking, I say to them, go to hell. I think by myself. Look, I came here by myself and I'm leaving by myself. It says individual rights. Individual rights. All right? Individual rights, and brothers and sisters. Individual rights. Every man has a right to his own opinion. Oh my God! Look at this. Look how this just fall into place. I'm having too much fun. I'm having too much fun doing this, man. Damn. Every man has a right to his own opinion. Every race has a right to its own action. Therefore, let no man persuade you against your will. Let no other race influence you against your own. Marcus Mosiah Garvey. The philosophy and opinions of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. My brothers and sisters, we here on the Proven Truth, we here at this radio station, Radio Gumbo Creole, we are black conscious, not black ignorant. We are black conscious, not black ignorant. And what do I mean by that? Black conscious as it relates to our history, our plight, our place in time, as it relates to then and now, we are conscious, we are fully conscious and aware of the plight or the state of affair of the black masses. We are fully aware of that. Okay? We are conscious, we are aware. We are on the job. We are not ignorant to our circumstances right now. We are not ignorant to the fact that at this point in time, we're, for those of us living in territory of Louisiana, where it is dominantly black and the political class represent that that geography or that group or that class of people being dominantly black, that during this time we are seeing or facing the worst economic, political, social, religious, everything, every state as it is. So we are not ignorant to the fact that here it is, we, the black mass, the black race in the territory of Louisiana, with powers and influence, is basically dead last at the bottom. It is our argument and continue to be our argument. And until someone can prove us wrong, it will continue to be our argument that the state of affairs that we find ourselves in right now is in a direct correlation with the criminals, the corrupted people that we have sitting in these offices, what we call elected officials, in all branch. Did I make myself clear? Let me say it one more time. You don't have to look very far or search very long to see or to recognize that the territory of Louisiana, when it comes on to economic prosperity and growth, is the worst in the union. The worst. When it comes on to political corruption, when it comes on to political corruption, we are the first in the union. No other territory can boast or brag about the political corrupted crony politician like we here in the territory of Louisiana. We have the worst set. We have people that who is presently in jail right now, people who just leave out of jail. We have people who is in office right now who's supposed to be in jail. We have people who recently leave office who's supposed to be in jail, and some of them even looking to go to higher office. You see what I'm talking about? We have the worst set of people here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, sitting in public office and all branch of government. No branch of government ain't excluded. And for those of you who was, look, I'm no different. My brother and sister, don't misconstrue you. Your brother was as ignorant. No, let's not use the word ignorant speaking to my family. You know, we the people ain't ignorant. We the people can never be ignorant. We the people never ignorant. What we are is misguided and misinformed. We the people, the everyday mom and pops, the person who go out there and honestly work for a living, sunrise to sunfall. You're not ignorant, my brother, my sister. You're ignorant. You are misinformed and misguided. The ignorant ones Are they, well, and the truth about it, not even them ignorant. Like, look, you think Errol G. Williams is an ignorant cat? If you think Errol G. Williams, that criminal imposter that sit in that building in AC right now, sucking up taxpayers' AC on the 4th floor of City Hall, if you think that criminal imposter is ignorant, you're making a sad mistake. He's far from ignorant. He's a criminal genius. Look, you have to give him props. Family, Errol G. Williams is a criminal genius. Just like Mitch Lange, just like Civic Source, just like that Etlin Jims, what she call herself, Judge, the criminal genius. What they strive on, my brothers and sisters, what they strive on the misinformed, misguided, and the misinformation of we the people. That's how they strive. These criminal bastards strive because we the people are misinformed and misguided. Look, Errol G. Williams has been bamboozling, deceiving the people of New Orleans for over 30 years. We the people put his daughters through college. We the people put food on his table. For over 30 years, we the people have, no, well, look, when we say we the people, whether or not I was here 30 years ago is irrelevant. I'm part of we the people now because I'm here right now. We the people have been putting food on that criminal imposter table for the past 30 years. A matter of fact, listen to this. We have people in the territory of New Orleans who call this arrogant bastard. Mr. Williams, look, sir, something is wrong with the assessment and this bill. This arrogant bastard, somehow, some way, turned the conversation around. He is stupid to the point where he's telling this electorate who call his office to talk about a tax issue, about his multi-car garage he's building out there in New Orleans East. Tell him about his mansion, his multi-car garage. The arrogance of these people. The arrogance. Look, I tell you in a family, and I say it again. When we talk about it and when we call these people out, everybody, look, to those of you who want criggle and shiver and run in your corner and close the window and close the door or turn off your radio, so be it. Again, when my mama pushed me out, I came by myself. When I came into this world, there was nobody to my left, not to my right, away from my mama's legs. So I fight this fight because it's a fight to be fought. I'll fight this fight because it's a fight to be fought. You follow me? He's going to be bragging. He's going to be bragging to the people in New Orleans, telling them about his multi-car garage. After he has been robbing the people for so long. This thing, this guy, look, I've been out there talking to people. I've been talking to people and I'm getting different ideas, different feedback. I'm getting questions, I'm getting different opinions, and it's all good. It's all good. Because one of the things that we recognize, the biggest issue that we recognize talking to the everyday person out there, away from The fact that people scared. Oh my God, man. OMG. How the hell can you be scared of politicians? Oh, grown ass man telling me, oh man, look, Anthony, you don't know these people. These people, man, this is New Orleans. It's been like so mother. So what? So somebody been raping you since you was a child. I know you're a man, and they're still raping you, and you don't have the courage to speak up about it. You so scared. You so scared that. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, my brothers and sisters. That is the reason why we have to and we must, or I personally, on a day-to-day basis and every day on the show, we make reference to our ancestors. We make reference to our ancestors because we recognize the fact that these were people with credibility. These were people who had moral fortitude. These were people who had a driving passion for equal rights and justice, for common decency. These are people who, if it wasn't for them and the stands and the sacrifice that they made, a lot of us that's here today speaking about where we have arrived. Arrived from where? From what? Wouldn't be bragging that we have arrived. These ancestors right here did a lot more with much less than what we are doing right now with a lot more than they had. Who we talking about? We're talking about Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Nanny from the Maroon, Paul Bogle, Fred Hamilton, Maurice Bishop, Malcolm X, Carter G. Wilson, Harriet Tubman, Thomas Sankara, Samuel Markel, Bookman Juti, Toussaint Lovingshore, Jack Desalegn. These are some of our ancestors that on a day-to-day basis we have to make mention of them. We must, and we cannot not mention them. Because when we look at so-called black people of today, when we look at the black masses of today, the whole lifestyle, the whole outlook and social and political events, it's a sad state of affair. And I honestly think that our forefathers, our ancestors, turn in the graves just to look on this generation right here. We have people here right now who know that, look, I hear you, my brothers and sisters, when you talk about white supremacy. I hear you. And I respect you for your fight and that front. I hear you and I respect you. Because there's a lot of issue and there's a lot of fronts that we need to be fighting. But this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. At what point in time or at what point in the fight will you stop, take a deep breath, and look on yourself or look what's happening right here, right now. At what point will you do that? You see, it only takes one generation. It only takes one generation to steer a group of people in a total different direction. One, we here in the territory of Louisiana shouldn't be talking about, no, well, look, not that we shouldn't be talking about white supremacy, because yes, white supremacy still do exist. Let me put that out there first. Yes, white supremacy do exist. So for all of you not so informed people, listen to what I'm saying carefully before you misquote me. I'm saying yes, white supremacy do exist, still do exist. I'm saying the instrument and the statue and certain attributes of white supremacy is still present live here and kicking, not only in the territory of Louisiana, but all over the United States. Yes. However, my brother and sisters, check this out. When the action, or the product of white supremacy is not being rained upon the black masses by the white Caucasian Europeans, when it is being done by the black so-called leaders or influential people, what do you call that? Is that still white supremacy? Let me say it one more time, because I don't think you really understand what I'm trying to say, or what I say a while ago. For all of you critics out there who are gonna misquote what I'm saying, which really doesn't matter, because critics gonna be critics, to be honest with you. And I care less about what nobody wants to say, to be honest. However, we recognize that white supremacy is still in full force and effect today. But in a territory like New Orleans, Louisiana, where 80% of its population is of Afro descent, and the elitists and the political few, or the social and the political elites, reflect the population in that ethnic group. That means black people is the one now of the power. Black people is on the Louisiana Supreme Court of Louisiana Supreme Court. You have black people who is in control of the legislative and the executive body. We have black people in local government. We have black people in law enforcement. We have black people in all aspects of life with significant powers. When we have black people, the vast majority of black people with the power, and we are still seeing the product, we are still seeing that product of white supremacy. What do you call it? Do you now call it white supremacy, or you call it black supremacy? Look, I will acknowledge from a historical point of view, or historical time frame, that we still have white supremacy from a historical point. Now, if a white person want to show that side of them, They have to do that shit behind closed door. Or if the bold folk are bold faced enough, bare-faced enough and do it, you can sue them as, or you can call them out on it. You and a white person can walk on the same side of the street right now. And they cannot tell if you're going in the middle of the road or sitting in the bushes. You and a white person can sit side by side in a restaurant and have a meal. You and a white person can sit at the bar. A matter of fact, you can make love to a white person. You can marry to a white person. You can start a business with a white person right now. So, with that said, the product of white supremacy as it was then is not what it is now. So when we have blacks in control, blacks with the power, and we are still seeing that product, what the hell do you call that? I don't know. Somebody tell me. I'm asking a question. To that, I'm ignorant. To that question, I'm ignorant. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Don't come and talk to me, man, about no goddamn white supremacy. When you come on to modern day or what's going on right now, for all of you who hate Donald Trump too and talk about it, look, again, because we are misinformed, how can you talk about, look, family, the 44th president of the United States, look, no, I ain't straying from topic. Give me a minute. I'm coming right back. I'm just trying to make a point. Give me a break, man. I'm trying to make a point. For those of you who don't know or who forgot, the 44th president of these United States is a person by the name of Barack Hussein Obama. All right? He was the 44th president. Compare the two and see what happened. Compare the two. White supremacy, my brother. You tell me what the product of it. You tell me the product of what we are getting right now with dominantly black control, people in power, looking the same. You know, and look, we ain't being naive. You know, we're talking about from an economical, political, and social prospect. You see, I'm talking about, that's what we're talking about. We have dominantly black leaders right now in the territory of Louisiana. We have black officials right now who is reigning tyranny on the black masses. If it was a white person, you would call that crap white supremacy. No, it's a black person. I'm asking the question, what do you call it when a black person is reigning tyranny on black masses? What do you call it? I don't know. I'm trading my hand up in the ears. I'm trading my hand in the ear. I don't know what you call it. I don't know. I'm asking a question. You tell me what you call that crap. You tell me. Look, I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, we just come to the first hour of the show. Just come to the first hour of the show, family. Let your brother take a water break. Again, when I drink this water, man, I get clarity, man. Some good spring water, man. Look, I ain't telling nobody I get my water from them. My water is special. And look, when I say special, it's plain water. It's crystal clear, no additive. Okay? So don't get it twisted. Okay, look. Let's talk about this criminal imposter. Errol G. Williams a minute. I've been telling you for quite some time. I've been telling you for quite some time about the atrocities, that is happening under the authority of Errol G. Williams in his official capacity as the Orleans Parish Tax Assessor. My brothers and sisters, you know that I'm a person of very little words. No, really and truly, I am. And this show, it may look like I like to talk a lot, but I really don't. I'm a private person, believe it or not. I'm a private person, and I really don't like to talk a lot. Just ask any one of my family members, they'll tell you. But in the eyes of tyranny, when there's a misjustice or injustice, I cannot and will not sit by the wayside and do nothing. More so when it personally affects me, either me or my family. When we recognize that Errol G. Williams was an imposter in the office of the Orleans Parish Assessor, when we recognize that Errol G. Williams don't care about the Constitution, the rule of law, or the meaning of words, when we recognize that this was a criminal conspiracy because you have other members, elected officials, at the time, people like Mitch J. Lanjo, that other criminal that just leave the office of the mayor, for-profit organization like CivicSource.com, Acorn Information System LLC, when we recognize that it was a criminal conspiracy, when we recognize that the people of Louisiana was misinformed, we decide to take action. One of the action that we did, family, that was to remove this criminal imposter from office by running for a seat. Hence, you have Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. Okay? That's where that came from. Okay? When we recognize all of these atrocities, and when we recognize that the people of Louisiana, the people of New Orleans, was becoming homeless rapidly, was losing what was rightfully theirs, because of a direct result of the criminal intent and criminals like Errol G. Williams, we decided enough was enough. We decided that we need to take action. We decided was to run for office. Again, that's not something that we're actually inspired to do. No. But it is my belief that those among us who can do, should do. And if you don't do when you can do, shame on you. We ran for office. We actually qualify. When I say we, I mean, I'm talking about myself, brothers and sisters. Your brother, I put myself out there. October 14, 27, for elected office to serve the people of New Orleans, to do what that criminal imposter wasn't and is still not doing. I put my name on the ballot and I qualify. My brothers and sisters, at that point in time, I was about 2 or 3 years talking to this. Look, at the time, it was with total respect and admiration for the guy. Again, let nobody look. I don't know Errol G. Williams personally, and I don't want to know him personally. What I know is that Errol G. Williams is an elected official. And at the time when I first initiated correspondence with him, I initiated correspondence with him being a respectable elected official until it was proven otherwise. In 2014, 15, 2013, I wouldn't dare refer to Errol G. Williams as a criminal, as an imposter, as however thing come to him. I wouldn't do that. Because at that time, I thought that he was actually working on behalf of we the people. He was doing what he took an oath of office to do. It wasn't until my eyes was open, until I was out of the sleep, like most of you are, then I recognized that there was something totally wrong with this picture. So, knowing me, I decided to take action. One of the actions that we did, or that I personally did, was to run for the seat of the Orleans Parish Tax Assessor. I couldn't bear seeing people on in the Claiborne. Look, family, real quick. How many of you, and that's why I tell you now, look, don't tell me about Guardian white supremacy. You can keep that to yourself. I was driving past North Claiborne 2 days ago. And I was showing my son. We now have families, all entire family, living under every single bridge. Follow me carefully. We have families, white families too. Don't tell me about the goddamn white supremacy as it relates to today, in today's time. From a historical point of view, yes, I will entertain that crap. We have families right now. Black family, white family, brown family, and every other color you want to put onto people. Living under these bridges. Everything. And a good note, real quick, and a good note, what is happening to these families, again, ain't no government official is doing this. Every time you pass, you can see some group or some organization, some people, church group, or just random family out there feeding these people, giving them cooked meals. A matter of fact, I passed out there a couple of days ago, and you actually have like a buffet. Somebody set up these what you call it, warm plates. You know, when you go inside these restaurants and you see these warmers, these food warmers. Yeah, food warmers. Somebody actually set up this food warmer out there and was feeding people. And I really felt good about it. To be honest with you, I felt good that there was hope for us yet. You know, That was people, that was the average person helping misfortune people, or people that who is in need. That was no goddamn government. Every single, and every day you drive past, family, it's like there's more people out there. There's more and more family out there. The whole stretch go all the way is now 10 city. You go in the Legion field, look, there is no bridge. Look, for my brothers and sisters listening to us in the Caribbean, for my brothers and sisters listening to us in Jamaica, in Haiti, in Trinidad, if you, some of you, should come here right now and see what I'm talking about, how people here in America, most of the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, is living. How people here is living. You guys wouldn't want Brock Neck to come to America. Or you guys recognize the fact that you ain't no worse off than nobody else. I'm telling you. And what are we saying? It's a direct result of the cronyism. It's a direct result of greed. It's a direct result of the total disregard for the rule of law, for the Constitution. It's a total disregard for the oath of office. And it's a direct result of corrupted politicians. Why we have so much people on this goddamn bridge. And in this case, criminal imposter like Harold G. Williams. Let's get back to this. So here it was. I was running for office. And before my eyes was open, I was referring to Mr. Williams as Mr. Williams as a Tall Orleans Parish Tax Assessor until I recognized that he wasn't. One, he was an imposter. Two, he was a criminal. Then I started to address him like that. To the point where I saw it fit and necessary to replace his black ass. Again, another so-called black. Don't tell me about white supremacy. Kiss my ass with that. Here we have a black man in office. A black man. Harold G is black. Look at his oath of office. Look at his public record. He claimed to be black. And he's kicking out more black people on the street than ever before. That's what we're talking about. What do you still call that white supremacy? So we went ahead and we put our name on the office. Now, mind you, by this time, it has been roughly 2.5, 3 years since we've been communicating with this criminal bastard, outlining to him his folly, his errors in his ways, outlining to him that, look, a roof over my head is not and could not be a privilege. For me as a man, for me as a male species, for me as a human being, to put a roof over my head and my family head, right? Look, if I never have a roof, I wouldn't have kids. Because, look, them females want to make sure you have a roof. Look, my daddy tell me. This was what my daddy tell me. Family, again, we're family, so I'm sharing this with you, okay? Don't tell nobody. I'm sharing something personal with you. My daddy tell me when I was a young, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old kid, right? That, look, this was my daddy exact words. Look somewhere to put your head before you put your prick. Look somewhere to put your head before you put your prick. You all know what a prick is, right? Think about look, you know, and I took his advice. Look, when I was look, I always have a roof over my head. My daddy always look, my daddy always provide for us. I have my own room, my brother have his own room, my daddy have his own room. I always have a roof over my head. My daddy actually make sure that happened. When I was a kid, a baby, I have my own room. From my absence, I have my own room. My brother have his own room. Okay? My daddy said, look somewhere to put your egg before you put your prick. So I ensure I did that. I take my daddy advice. Before, look, I come to New Orleans, Louisiana, and all over New Orleans, Louisiana, you have these fine, beautiful, thick females. That's the type of females I love. That's, you know what I mean? So I'm saying to myself, look, let me follow my daddy advice. Make sure I'm generating some money, currency, so I can feed myself and feed a female when I do find one. Let me make sure I have a roof over my head. And I did that, family. I did that. So here it is. I'm following my daddy advice. I went out there. I put my shoulder to the wheels. I work hard as anybody else. I put a roof over my head, put a roof over my girl head, put a roof over my son's head, right? And here it is, you got this criminal imposter, Harold G. Williams, coming to me, telling me that, look, it's a privilege. It's a privilege for you to have a roof. What? Look, and I tell him, I say, you're wrong, Mr. Williams. Having a roof over your head cannot be a privilege. It's a right. It's a human right. It's a part of being a human. It's what you would refer to into the law as a substantive right. Having a roof over your head, my brothers and sisters, let nobody fool you. Let nobody deceive you. It's a right. It is not a privilege. It is a privilege for Harold G. Criminal Williams to be in the Orleans Parish Tax Assessor's office. That's what is a privilege. It's a privilege we paying him so much goddamn money for robbing us. That's a privilege. He's a criminal. He's telling us. That is the reason why, my brothers and sisters, you can go underneath any bridge throughout the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, and you find families living there because of the concept and the ideology of people like Harold G. Williams, Mitch Landry, Civic Source, and all those criminals. That's the reason why. So this is what we did. After recognizing that fact, that here in the office of the Orleans Parish Assessor, we have a criminal inside here. We have sheep in wolf clothing inside here. We decided to take his ass out of office and run for office. Now, this was what happened. We put our name out there for run for office. 10 p.m. After we did that, the following Friday evening, we got a summon from the Orleans Parish Sheriff Department telling us to come to court the following Monday because there is an objection to our candidacy. Now, listen to these names. The first name I'm going to call is that criminal bastard, Harold G. Williams. All of you know that name. Listen to this name right here. This was the name or the people who objected to your brother being on the ballot. Listen to the person who objected to it. Adam Ivan. Adamirvin. Adam Ivan, Carl Ivan, and Lennon Hammond Jr. You know who those people are who was objecting to my candidacy or objecting to me being on the ballot? Somebody tell me. Okay, let me tell you guys who. Here we have Errol G. Williams' brothers. These guys are his brothers, blood brothers. Don't let the last name fool you. He have his brother. No, let me tell you something, family. Look, this crap is deep. It's deep. Because they want to cover up all the cronyism, all the criminal activity that Errol G. Williams have been doing for the past 30 years. They couldn't afford for Anthony Brown to be on the ballot speaking the truth to the people of New Orleans. They couldn't afford that. They could not. Errol G. Williams couldn't afford that. Mitch J. Landry couldn't afford that. Civic Source couldn't afford that. Members of the New Orleans, they couldn't afford that. So what they did, Errol G. Williams, of his blood brothers. His name is Williams. He got his name from his mama. He of his brothers come and file an objection to my candidacy. Now, without even going into the full meat of the matter, my brothers and sisters, and for those of you who didn't go to those institutions of higher indoctrination, and for those of you who do have a, what you call a member of the Bar Association, this in and of itself supposed to have kicked this complaint or this objection out. This objection, here we have Errol G. Williams brothers. What would you call that? Have you ever heard the term a conflict of interest? Now, they disguise themselves. Let me read it to you, read what it says. Now into court through undersigned counsel come Ivan, Carl, and Lennon, persons of full age and majority residing and domiciled in the parish of Orleans, state of Louisiana, who urge this honorable court to disqualify a candidate, Brown, for the following reason. Hold on. Well, they put this objection inside here. And the objection, they are telling the court that, look, we are qualified electorate of New Orleans. They are qualified electorate of New Orleans. That's what they state inside the objection. They didn't say, look, Adam Ivan and Earl Ivan is the brother of Errol G. Williams, and we object to Mr. Brown's candidacy. They didn't say that. They didn't say that. Errol G. Williams knew that. And Errol G. Williams didn't say, look, those are my brother. It wasn't until we call them out or challenge them, with a matter of fact, they filed this objection in civil district court, my brothers and sisters. They served this objection to us. Listen to me carefully, you know. As I stated before on the show and many other places, I didn't go to the institution of higher indoctrination. I'm not a member of that private organization you call the Bar Association. Neither do I want to be. I work honestly for my living. I use my hands and my brains. I won't rob, steal nor lie to put food on my table. I won't. And if it reach that bad, look, I'll go out there and I'll farm the earth. I'll plant corn and banana and yam and cocoa and dasheen and orange and apples. I'll go out there and farm before I lie, steal, and rob nobody. I won't. When they file this objection, when Errol Williams' family, his brother, look, family, you see the truth? The truth is a beautiful thing. The truth is like you walking into a dark room and somebody turning on the light. And you're like, wow, here's the light. That's what the truth is. So here we have Errol G. Williams and his brothers filing some crap in civil district court, telling the judge that, look, Mr. Brown don't pay a tax for the last 2 years. So because he don't pay a tax for the last 2 years, Mr. Brown is a bad guy. Mr. Brown is a criminal. Mr. Brown is not worthy to hold public office. Mr. Brown is so deplorable. Mr. Brown is a liar. Oh my God, not paying tax. Right? They sent this piece of crap to me, my brothers and sisters. 10:30 p.m. the Friday evening. Right? Hold on. Did you hear what I said a while ago? I didn't misspoke, you know. I got served 10:30 p.m. You know what p.m. is? p.m. is night. This shit crazy, man. Man, look. I lied to your family. Every time I think about this crap, I remember it gets funnier and funnier and funnier, man. We know how devious, how demonic, how dishonest, how criminal, and how far they would go to stop me from running for public office. Why? Because I speak the truth, and I continue to speak the truth, and I will continue to speak the truth. So help me God. They serve this piece of crap on me. 10:30 the Friday evening with a summons for me to appear in court 9 a.m. the Monday morning. Did you hear that? This ain't no joke, you know. Look, I don't think the young and the restless could be more dramatic or could write a better script than this piece of crap right here. Now remember, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a member of the Bar Association. You can imagine, look, think about this for a second. Somebody is suing your ass. And they're gonna, you don't have a clue about, legal documents or the court or anything. And somebody gonna sue you. And they're gonna serve you the paper Friday evening. And you're supposed to go in court Monday morning and represent yourself. Family, watch this carefully. Follow me now. All I'm asking from my brothers and sisters right now, from the listening audience right now, is work with me for a second. Critical thinking, common sense. This is the first strike against this criminal imposter, Errol G. Williams. The first strike was what? the people who him have to complain are the persons who levied the objection against my candidacy was his brothers, or are still his brothers. He had his brothers. Harold G. Williams had his brothers file and you know why I think no on this show we don't spread propaganda or we don't speak things that we don't know to be factual. But let me take a deep breath right here and say this. This is my opinion based on certain things that we saw and certain things that we revealed. That's going on there in the Orleans Parish Tax Assessor's office. There's a lot of properties that wasn't on the tax roll before we start with this fight. That's on the tax roll right now. Listen to what I'm saying carefully. There's a lot of properties that wasn't on the Orleans Parish tax roll before I started to open my big mouth and call out this criminal bastard that's now on the tax roll. Just by magic, they're now on the tax roll. There is properties that was tax exempt, that weren't supposed to be tax exempt, that now by magic, there's no doubt in my mind that Harold G. Williams' brothers for the past 30 years have been getting away without paying tax like everybody else. They served this piece of crap onto me the Friday evening. The Monday morning, my brothers and sisters, I was in court. I'm afraid of the court. I'm afraid of the judicial system. Once you recognize that this is a piece of crap, or this is bullshit, I went into the court. Because one, I wanted to see these bastards for myself. I wanted to see Harold G. Williams' brothers for myself. Because before then, I didn't know them, I didn't see them, I don't know what they look like. But I went and I looked them dead in the eyes. I said, you piece of crap. I looked them dead in the eyes. What happened? I won. I won the case in civil district court. Imagine you walking down the street and somebody put a gun to your head and said, don't move, give me your money. Just imagine for a second that expression that come over your face and that jilt that run through your body. When I won the case, my brothers and sisters, and we leave the court, Harold G. Williams' brother and his attorney was out there. You could have seen the expression on the face. If you had cut them, there would be no blood running through the vein. Harold G. Williams, man, I know the fight was on. But again, at that point, I honestly thought to myself that the Louisiana judicial system was a credible one. We had honest people that was sitting on the bench. So this is what happened. Harold G. Williams sent his brothers out there on the front line to fight against me, right? To challenge my candidacy. And they lost. Right? They lost. They couldn't stop, my brothers. They couldn't stop. They couldn't stop. So what did they do? Harold G. Williams had was to trigger Plan B. What was Plan B? He had was to ensure, let me see, he had was to ensure that the fix would now be in. No, we can't allow this. We can't allow Mr. Brown to be victorious. We can't allow Mr. Brown to be on the ballot. We can't allow Mr. Brown to have a platform out there on which he can speak to the people of New York. We can't allow that. They couldn't allow it, my brother and sister. They couldn't. Because a lot of them was in bed with the cronyism, with the corruption, with the theft, with the deceit, robbing people in New Orleans, putting that money into the retirement, into the retirement fund. That's what it's all about. The Orleans Parish Tax Assessor annual revenue is $4.7 billion. And the low end, 4.7 billion. 4.7 billion. That's what they are raking in. Illegally. That budget supposed to be, it's supposed to be 2.4. What did Errol G. Williams did? Pick up the phone, call his friends, his crony friends, his associates, and the New Orleans 4th Circuit Court of Appeal. His friend and ally, Paula Brown, that criminal imposter, that criminal. She no goddamn judge. Call Paula Brown. Call McKay. Call Lombard. And say, look, we have to overturn this bastard. So what did they do? They filed an appeal. The appeal, again, family, look, I'm going to show you all this. So the first thing, there was a conflict of interest because he have his brothers. He have his brothers to file the objection. That was the first one. No, well, yeah, that was the first one because they actually filed. That was the first one. The second one, there was no due process of law. First year law student know that crap. There was no due process of law rendered to me or granted to me. Even if I was an attorney, even if I was a member of the Bar Association, which I'm not and I don't want to be because I'm an honest person, I ain't going to lie to nobody for a living. Even if I was a member of the Bar Association, there is no way in hell that I would respond to a complaint less than 72 hours over the weekend. Less than 48 hours over the goddamn weekend. I wouldn't. And I couldn't. Because the first thing I would say, I would object that there is no time for me to do any legal research. There's any time for me to get my arguments together. There's no time for me to file my answer. There's no time for me to do that. So, let's count it. The first crony is in the first strike against that criminal bastard Errol G. Williams is one, the conflict of interest. So that in and of itself should have thrown this case out. Secondly, I wasn't granted no due process of law. We're going to move to the third, but you see, and these are big issues. These are substantive issues. Due process of law is a constitutional guarantee. Article 1, Section 2 of the Constitution. It's a constitutional guarantee right. Due process of law. No man, no one shall be deprived of life, liberty, or the pursuit of happiness without due process of law. They served this complaint 10:30 the Friday evening. My black ass had to be in court 9 o'clock Monday morning for trial. I was. I was. I was. I was. Let me tell you something, man. My brothers and sisters, God give us a brain. God gave us a brain. And when God gave us that brain, there wasn't no limitation on the brain. When God gave us that brain, when you were born that brain, there was no limitation that was placed on your brain. God didn't say, look, you can use this amount of your brain. And no, you can utilize your brain to as much as you possibly can. Okay? That's the reason why when these criminals give me this fileless objection 10:30 the Friday evening, that's the reason why my black ass could have been in court 9 o'clock in the Monday morning. No, understand the premise. If I was operating under their system or their premise, if I was operating as somebody or as a member of the Bar Association, there's no way in hell I could have been in court Monday morning, 9 o'clock for trial. I couldn't. Because the first thing I would think about, because I went to the institution of indoctrination and I'm a member of the Bar Association, officer of the court. No, I'll be thinking the way they taught me to think. I'll be operating inside their box. So the first thing I'm telling myself, I'll be like, oh no. I need more time. I need the service is not right. But I recognize the game. I recognize the game. I went and I kicked them ass. I won. So what happened? They couldn't afford for that judgment to stay in full force and effect. Because that means I would be out there on the campaign trail telling people, wake the hell up. Having a roof over your head is not a privilege. Having a roof over your head is not a privilege. It's a God-given right. It's a human right. It's a substantive right. Every person have a right to secure themselves or to protect themselves from the heat ray of the sun, from the rain of the skies. You have a right. Look, way back in them days, man recognized that he need roof, shelter. So what he did? In going inside the caves, he provide for himself and his family a shelter inside the caves. Inside the jungle, they use trees. They build these lavish tree houses. So way back when, before modern civilization, we had a right, mankind, human being. We didn't just live in the forest, live out in the open. No. We had shed. Even in Mother Africa, you go and you see, we build our shed. We have our communities. We have shelter. We have roof. How can a criminal like Errol G. Williams, look, somebody tell Errol G. Williams that the mansion that he's bragging about and his multi-car garage that he's bragging about out here in New Orleans East, right, is a privilege. And you are him tell us, you go tell that his house what him have for the past 30 years. Putting a roof over his wife and his daughter's head is a privilege. And so I'm telling you. They took this complaint. Now, the argument at the appellant level was, look, the judge in the lower court erred on a ruling. The judge in the lower court erred on a ruling. Now, the truth about it, my brothers and sisters, no, she didn't. She didn't. Because one of the first things that I outlined to this judge, that there was no subject matter jurisdiction. Look, I'm not no attorney. I'm not no attorney. And look, I said it on this show so many times. We read this document, my brothers and sisters, this document right here. This is our ammunition. We read this document every day on this show. This is the ammunition that we use and we fire. This is how we load our weapon when we go inside this goddamn court. One of the first thing I outlined to this judge when I went inside here, I said, look, I'm here just out of common decency and courtesy because I got this crap here. I said, one, there is no subject matter. This court have no authority to be rendering or to be even entertaining this objection because it's the wrong party who bring the case. There's a thing, my brothers and sisters know, that subject matter jurisdiction. There's a thing, there's an element. Look, I ain't preaching law. In a nutshell, this is what I tell the judge. I say, Your Honor, these are the wrong set of people who is bringing this lawsuit right here, or this objection. They have no authority to object to my candidacy. They have none. Right? Now, when they take it to the appellate court, and that was my first argument, but because, look, and I went into, I actually entertained the proceeding, and I outlined my case, even though my initial argument was to outline, because what I'm trying to say, either way you had taken it, I would have still won the case inside civil district court. They couldn't afford that, man. They couldn't afford that. Not when you have billions of dollars out there on the table. Not when you have members of the judiciary, Louisiana judiciary. Not when you have local politicians like Mitch Landry, Errol Williams, and a lot more of them reaping a financial gain and benefit off of the backs of the people in New Orleans. They couldn't afford that. So they call the goddamn friend Paula Brown, that criminal was. Hey, let me tell you something about Paula Brown real quick. She's a so-called judge on the Louisiana 4th Circuit Court of Appeal. Real quick, I'm going to show you how person she is. If you come into my community right now and you ask anybody about me, they ain't telling you jack. They're going to say, well, he's a nice guy or he's not. You know what I mean? They won't. If you come to my neighborhood trying to look for me, right? Like you want to serve me papers or you want to cause me harm. None of my neighbors, none of them going to tell you nothing at all about my black ass. I'm telling you. When Paula Brown was served, when they went to serve Paula Brown, because look, we end up suing them too. We end up suing the judges, Errol G. Williams' friends. They ain't judges. What they did when we went to the 4th Circuit Court of Appeal, they reversed the lower court decision, right? Paula Brown was the one who wrote the decisive opinion. It's bullshit. a first year law student would know that. Anyway, we end up suing them in federal court, right? Where this shit so funny. When the person went to serve Paula Brown her lawsuit, right? Give her a copy of the suit, right? The person told me, look, they said, we knock on the door, and when we knock on the door, nobody came out, or like somebody, like an older lady came out, and she was like talking in this, old person voice and saying, I'm not dressed, you can push on the door, blah, but for like a good 3 or 4 minutes, nobody didn't come out. So Paula Brown neighbor, our neighbor, right? One of our neighbor was walking her dog, right? And see the person who was serving out here knocking, and she was like, what's going on? She said, I'm trying to serve this document until this lady inside here. The neighbor was like, man, look, she's inside here. She's knocking the door somewhere. Knocking the door. It's that car right there. She's inside. That means she's inside it. A matter of fact, if she don't answer, she work at 400. Man, look. The neighbor was just said, man, look, anything you wanted to know about Paula Brown, that neighbor would have told you. Man, the young lady said, man, she said, man, anything you want to know about Paula Brown, that neighbor looked like she would just, and look, we don't know if Paula Brown and that neighbor had words before, but apparently the neighbor is saying that she ain't nice, or people ain't like her, you know what I mean? No, look, that doesn't, I'm just trying to tell you about the experience that I was told about. You see, she's a mean-spirited person, apparently. Look, all of us have our day every now and then, right? But here it is, the process server went into our neighborhood, and that's our neighbor. Normally, your neighbor will say, no, look, she ain't there. How can I help you? Or, maybe you want to call, but you know what I'm saying? Your neighbor would try to basically defend you, more so somebody of her stature. He or she's a renowned judge and the appellate court, using her first circuit of appeal, right? So here it is, the neighbor knowing that, the neighbor would normally want, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, the neighbor is, look, she's inside it. Knock on the door some more. The neighbor is telling the process server to knock on Paula Brown door somewhere because she's inside it. That car is her car, and a matter of fact, if she's not inside it and she don't come out, this is where she work. Give the process server, a matter of fact, the truth about it. That's what the process server did too. The process server actually went down there and served Paula Brown and Lombard, and I think one more at the courthouse. You see what I'm talking about? Because when we did the summons, we put a physical address on it. We put a residential address on it. Then boss, look, no public official ain't special. None of them is special. Understand that concept. Public officials work for we the people. We pay them ass. We pay them every 4 to 6 years. They come to us on their hands and knees, begging us to put them in guardian office. Begging us to put them in office. Why should we be as scared of guardian public official? Worse, these criminals here in Louisiana, them criminals. Look, somebody tell me that criminal Errol G. Williams is about to retire. No, I don't want you to retire, Mr. Criminal. I want you to stay there. You know why? My brothers and sisters, where does the time go, man? Where does the time go? You know, that's why we have so much fun. Peace.